Hi, I'm Kaye, and today I'm going to share with you the easiest way to jumpstart your child's learning. Jumpstart? Vroom, vroom! Let's get talking. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported and gave feedback on the last video. The response is absolutely overwhelming. Di ko in-expect. It's what I had hoped for, but I didn't expect to get it to reach that many people in a small amount of time, and I'm so pleased. I've had people message me about their children and what level and skills they have at the moment, and that they tried the tips, and some have noticed differences in the way that they communicate, and their children have started to communicate. That's what I want to happen, and I'm so glad for you. And please don't forget to share it with more people who may need it and who may benefit from all the information. Today is a Wednesday, and I usually go to the clinic in my plain white t-shirt. Also because someone commented that I should wear a t-shirt. Maybe my black tank top or showing my kilikili wasn't very professional in the first video. So one of the questions that I'm always asked is, how do I talk to my baby? Baby talk has gotten such a poor reputation in the past few years, but actually baby talk is beneficial for babies in their first few months of life. We can talk about that some other time. The important thing is that you amp up your baby talk and keep adding things to the mix as your baby's communication skills also mature. Today's technique is called imitation, and that's right. All you have to do is imitate. Like I said, this is the easiest technique out there. I know that some parents can be so tired after a day of work or with everything that's going on in their lives on top of having their new babies. Imitation makes it so you don't even have to come up with anything to say. All you have to do is to imitate your baby's actions and the sounds that they produce. So for this episode, I got some of my friends and their babies to demonstrate the technique. I taught them the technique, and I had some consultation sessions with some of them. I could demonstrate with my dog, Salty, but I'm not sure if we're going to get the reactions that I want to show. I'm going to show you the videos and then comment on the things that I noticed. So that first video was of Riley, who is 1 year and 2 months old. So I'm going to try to break down some of my odd observations for you. At first, you could see that I don't think Riley understood what was going to happen, and she was trying to escape the activity because mommy was holding her. But eventually, after just 3 turns, I think she started to get the routine and that, hey, my brother just keeps doing what I'm doing. It helps the babies understand that the sounds and the actions that they do elicit a response from other people. And so that gives them the first few concepts of turn taking. And turn taking is such an important aspect of the communication process. So of course, you say something or do something and someone reacts. And once they understand that that could happen, things could really start building from there. Once she understood, she also obviously enjoyed it so much to want to keep it going. Like you could see the moments where she was really thinking hard about, what should I do next? What new thing should I do? So I don't know if you saw how she explored the things that she could do to vary the messages that she sent. So at first it was just starting with her cooing and different sounds that she was making. But later on, you could really see her pause and like consider, what if I try a wave? Or what if I try to blow a kiss? And so on and so forth. If you watch and look back to that part when she goes and reaches for her brother, and then the next thing she did was because she saw that back, she probably had a split-second thought that, hey, this looks a lot like waving. And the next thing she did was wave. Sometimes they don't even realize that they're doing what they're doing. So having them see it done back to them gives them so many connections already. She didn't stop with just varying the message. Later on, you'll also see that she tried to change the ways that she said and did some of the things. So though she laughed many times or blew raspberries many times, her laugh changed in loudness, in the pitch, in the manner that she made them. So some of them were very throaty or guttural. You could also see that one time where she started squealing, really, really high pitched. It really helped her to explore the different ways that you can play with your intonation and things like that. And those are all parts of speech.
Block. 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 Ciao. Okay.
For the video of Jaime, who is 2 years and 2 months old, you can see that he's in the stage where he's already saying single words. So this is cool because actually the mommy sent me the recording that by doing some of the techniques that I just taught her previously, he was able to come up with a new word, which was block. And then she was able to capture the moment where he just kept trying saying it over and over. And with every repetition from the mommy, which was, of course, the very clear, accurate way to produce that sound, block, with that BL cluster. You could see Jaime also trying to correct how he was doing the sound, the word. So sometimes it would be block, but then later on with practice, he was able to say block really, really clearly. For the portion of the video where Jaime was playing with a truck, at first he was using it to indicate to truck, just to tell mommy, look, I have a truck. And then after that, it was more like, let me say that better, mommy. Truck. And then got excited. I got that. Truck again.
Great. Okay, great. Okay, open red. Red. Okay, orange. Blue. Okay, blue. Brown. Green. One loves green. Right. Here. Green.
For the video of Juana, who is 1 year and 6 months old, you can see that she already has concepts of colors. Even if you say the same words, they could be meant in so many different ways. So in Juana's case, she was just saying the colors, but sometimes she was also doing it with a gesture, like giving the bottle to mommy and saying green. In some of those instances, handing her the green paint also could have meant, Mom, can you open the green one for me? The only difference is her vocabulary is right now limited to just saying the color instead of maybe the phrase, open green, please, which of course she can learn later on. So imitation is just waiting for your child to do or say something and you repeat it back to them. So if, for example, they discovered that they can do sounds, try to get their attention and do it back to them. And then you'll be surprised at the impact that this makes the first time that you do it. Because they're like, did I just do that? It's really cool. It's super fun to watch out for their reactions. Another example, if they said a word for the very first time without knowing that they tried it or without realizing that they tried it. So for example, they said ma for the first time and looking straight into mama's eyes. Of course, the natural reaction is to say, oh my gosh, she said ma. But in the next few times that she does that, you can just say ma, ma, ma. Repeat it after them, because sometimes they don't even realize that they've said that. It was just their lips were together and then they weren't anymore, and it made that sound. It also really develops the skill of imitation themselves. And imitation is the very basis of learning, because everything that we learn, we imitate from our environment, whatever stimuli we receive. And that's why, right? Kids are such sponges. They hear something and then next thing you know, they know it.
No, that's just dull. It's just dull.
It also gives them a good model for what is a better way to say this or what is a better way to do this, because your imitation is a more advanced version of probably what they produced, and it's a good standard for them to keep up with. Best of all, it's a great bonding activity. And you can see how much the baby enjoyed just talking and playing with her brothers. So there's that priceless component that's just irreplaceable. Just connecting with your children in this way. And it's so easy. You don't even have to have ideas every day. You just need to keep imitating, and it's such a great activity already. So if you like it, then you should put a thumb on it. Is that how that goes? Share with your friends who may not know this. Share with your friends who may know this, but may know someone else who doesn't know it. So keep spreading the word, like, subscribe, and if you don't want to miss anything, please turn on the notifications. If you want to watch while putting your babies to sleep, please turn on the captions. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you can try this at home, and happy talking.